on the PlayStation. That sucks. Wait, it reset the enemies. That's so bonk. Where's the other one? I fell in the hole. I freaking fell. I hate this hole. They're usually semi-close to each other. Where's the other one? That's weird. Is it like... Dude, why can't I find this thing? This is insane. They're usually like right next to each other.
Let's get down to business.
Shine down.
Let's get down to business.
Inazuma shines eternal.
The very
Illusion.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
I swear by my sword.
Disappear. To the very here. Here. Worthless.
I love Zhao. He's so much fun. Dude, did that guy just get up as he was dying? Like he slowly stood up as he was disintegrating. I will die on my feet. There it is. It's weird seeing Zhao with the purple wings now, but like it matches so well. Like, I'm so used to like him gliding having those teal ones. The neon teal ones. We'll be hanging out with Gorou, puppy boy, puppy boy. I'm so excited. I love Gorou. I can't wait to get him. And that's why I'm not like super worried about the whole Albedo thing. I really do want Albedo, but I want Gorou, and I kind of want Ito more.
Worthless.
I hate that it does that. It throws you up. Dude, I knew it. I know there's not much to say about the dailies. I know we've only been like streaming for like 4 minutes, but like we're just doing dailies. Nothing too interesting here. But we're probably gonna be flipping out the entire time we're hanging out with Gorou because he is like adorable. Like I didn't think a non like what's the word? I can't think. A non-midget character would be that adorable, and that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say the other word, but I can't remember what it is. Chibi.
Check this out. Supporting fire.
Wind, hear me.
Evil conquering. Worthless.
That was a waste.
Worthless.
It went right over its head both times. I really thought that would hit it. Alright, I think that's all 4. So now we can just go turn these in, condense some of our resin, and then, because I don't want it to hit cap while we're doing the quest, and then we'll hang out with Gorou, and we're probably going to be doing the majority of his endings, if not all of them, today, because just like with Toma, I will not get tired of hanging out with Gorou. I know we only did like one ending with Sayu, but oh my gosh, her voice. I was like, please stop talking the entire time. And that's not good. Like, you don't want to feel that way when you're doing a quest. It's just, oh, she talks so slow, and she kept repeating herself. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I just want to go back to bed. Like, that quest almost ruined Sayu for me. Oh, Gorou's actually here? And Yai! Oh my gosh. Both animals. Both animal children.
I can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth. A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care.
Oh my god, she's flirting. She's flirting.
No need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
He's so cute.
You say that.
And
But
she's
do
so
I see
gorgeous.
your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
How do you know? Don't be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why? Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get out of this? It's you! Oh, thank goodness. Please save me.
Please save me.
Oh, and how is my favorite little one doing, I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails. Gorou has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
Hey, not you too.
Gorou, now do you understand how appealing your tail is?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously. We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All right, I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make the most of your trip here,
She is
won't
such a
you?
tease. I love
Quite a lot
her.
has changed.
I don't know if I'm gonna pull for her though, because there's so many amazing characters coming out. But she will be after Zhao, which I don't know if I'll have money after Zhao for a while. I'm gonna be spending a lot.
I wish you both a fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something? Sorry that you had to see that. The real reason I'm here at Yae Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency. Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, we've had much closer contact than we did before. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in
His
an
ears
area
are
ruled by the
twitching.
shogunate. I hadn't counted on running into her. I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used to it.
There is no getting used to it.
I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating.
Look at his ears twitching.
I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine. Really? That would be great.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to overcome it. For their sake. As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yae Miko again.
We'll lose.
First things first, though. Do you have any ideas on where to begin?
We can start with some... Oh, my hand's twitching. Theoretic studies. I can act as a personality you find difficult to deal with.
I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future. Good plan. Let's see. Where should we start? Now that you mention it, I remember having a similar experience back on Watatsumi Island. I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them. I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there?
Rito!
I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
Hanging out with Gorou. Does anyone else like really hate Rito? Just because we had to spend like 2-3 hours here doing that stupid beginner quest, and I listened to the dialogue so I couldn't skip it. I could have. I didn't want to skip it.
So this is Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman.
Woman, okay. You came all this way to see me. We've got everything you need.
Hi! Hi! So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently. So, 10 blankets? Okay, I'll settle the check right away.
Just like that.
Seems pretty cheap to me. In which case, no need to haggle, right? I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies. I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond. This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily tricks on me. Something I'm more interested in? Maybe, cake? That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake.
If you want to bargain, you'll have to do as I say. If you can do a little thing for me.
Wait a sec. If you think about this from another angle, a cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better than a regular cake. Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough. So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
I really don't think so.
What a shame. I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly?
I think I met Fatui with the right kind of personality.
And it looks like a trip into the wild is in order.
Oh,
Let's go give it a
no.
try.
How far in the wild? Why? Why? Yeah, I teleported. Whew. Ugh.
Useless.
The new wings, I think, really match him really well. Zhao. They look really good on ball, too.
I've dealt with Fatui before, but I always end up against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start. Really? That's very kind. But still, I think that I should aim to look more muscular than my subordinates at the very least.
Nah.
I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle. That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me. But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time? What? I smell danger! Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here.
What?
Wait, behind you! It wasn't my imagination. They really are here.
Are you getting to play as Gorou? Can we play as Gorou? Ah!
There you are.
No, I don't have Zhongli! I don't have Zhongli! No!
Pull it!
Fire it up.
There is no escape.
Advance!
Or he side aims like Venti.
Check this out. Here's backup.
Press the advantage! Charge! Follow my lead!
I don't know how to use him.
Pull in!
Barbados, guide us. Inazuma shines eternal.
Charge! Rally!
Illusion shattered.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
Now you shall perish.
Pull in!
If I had Zhongli, this would be going so much better. I want to try this again with Zhongli and Ning Wang.
Everyone on me! Advance!
We're having fun though.
Charge!
I think he'd be a pretty good teammate to Noelle
Hear me.
because healer, and then
Supporting fire.
Zhongli
Inazuma shines
and like
eternal.
Ito because, or I guess you wouldn't have to have Zhongli and you could go like Albedo.
There is no escape.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh? That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options? What do you mean? Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quickly. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't know if the time... I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this.
He's wagging his tail.
Let's do it. Time for a make or break training exercise.
Are we gonna pretend to be... I was about to say A, and I was like, oh, that's not her name. It's it's Miko, but yeah, Miko. Oh my gosh. You keep fucking up. That's how tired I am. Sorry, I needed a drink. Woo!
And we're back.
Ready?
My head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the general of the resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your sleeve, you're not going to get to me.
Really?
So bring it on.
It sounds like you won't mind if I go easy on you. It sounds like you won't mind if I don't go easy on you.
This feels like... Yes, it definitely feels like...
Like, yeah.
No, not even slightly. It's not that you do a bad impression of her, more like something is missing. I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide, like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place.
Aww.
Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid.
That makes sense.
But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine, as much as it pains me to do so. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating.
Shirley, why don't we go buy
Are
some
you
cake?
serious? I love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy some cake.
Oh, Gorou.
All right. The next step is to find somewhere nice and quiet.
Just across the bridge?
This is so good.
You don't get to eat cake
It's
very
certainly a
often.
rarity in the camp. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then it usually means meat and wine, not dessert. So, thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But, as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint.
Wanna try my cake?
Wow, don't mind if I do. That's so sweet.
That's really cute. I loved that. I can't wait to get Gorou. Alright, let's go and see how many endings there are. One... Oh, it says there's 5. Okay. Kinda wanna do the beginning again just so I can talk to Yai, but I will keep myself intact. Is she gonna be there again? Nope. Because we're just talking to Gorou.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Sorry that you had to see that.
Oh yeah, he did say
The real
that the
reason
way
I'm here
she
Yaoi
looked at
Publishing House,
him.
since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled. I've interacted with her a few times before, but I've never been good at dealing with people like her. I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine.
That's okay. Let's just ignore.
You're right. I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before. In any battle, you need to think about how to avoid your shortcomings. As long as I don't come into contact with Yae Miko, everything should be fine.
Let's steer clear of Yai Publishing House for now then. Actually, Yai is not all that bad.
Really? Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yae Publishing House.
What
They
is
run
it?
a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them. I'm not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that. Yae Miko just handed me the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yae Publishing House.
Why Gorou?
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, the sooner we can go do something else. I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yae Publishing House later.
Yai Miko?
Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them.
I'll stay and keep company.
Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective. Let me see here. Let's start with this one. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a lovely voice. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise. What's your take?
Sounds like she's falling in love. Sounds like she's falling ill.
Well, I don't know what it's like to be in love, but if you say so, I think it makes sense. I'll reply like this then. It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you. What? Really? But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away.
Yeah.
I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway.
What does
Come
this
on.
one say?
My neighbor is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions. He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when conflict arises between generals in the army. The proper policy is to resolve it without delay. The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense?
I mean, I agree.
Okay, so let's reply along those lines. Let me think. How about this? It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending them money. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk all over you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are done with that letter. The next one seems longer. Let me see. Hello. I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm a soldier in the Resistance. So, this is from one of my troops?
Is it someone you know?
Most likely. But I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yai Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly this is. Anyway, let's keep reading. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt decree, and my anger drove me to join the Resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them. Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The Resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings. How should I reply to him?
You have to answer this one, Gorou.
Let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave. But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt decree? I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit. That should do it.
Are you okay?
I'll be okay. Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters. Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time. Let's go and deliver them to the Yai Publishing House, shall we?
How did they come up with this quest line? Like, it's so random. Having Gorou, like, giving love advice and shit. I kind of love it, though. I can't wait to do betas. We'll be doing betas later in the week. Probably not tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, and
Great.
we might do it
That's
Sunday.
all the replies for this round accounted for. Thank you for all your hard work, Mr. Gorou.
Mr. Gorou? What?
I think nothing of it. I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can. Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me? I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways. But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong.
Let's visit them together.
Great. Then let's head off whenever you're ready.
And no, Gorou does not replace Xiao as #1 boy for me, but he is adorable. Was this where we met him last time?
General Gorou, and Captain of Swordfish too. General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
Certainly, General Gorou. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we... But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
To be honest, not much. We're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest. And besides, everyone's vacations come at different times and our schedules rarely overlap.
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk about.
So that's really how it goes, huh?
That's a part of life.
I know. It's okay. It just seems a pity. That's all.
You know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger. Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs. And that's one thing that's never gonna change.
We're your troops, General Gorou. You trained us, you took us in, even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapon. Long live the resistance!
Yes, that's the way it should be.
He's wagging his
Live the
tail.
resistance. I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard.
Ah, General Gorou, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been waiting at the camp for a long time, but never saw you return. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not—
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come with me. Let's head to the camp.
Sir, yes, sir.
Denjiro is right. No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
Where are we going?
General Gorou, I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir. I know this may seem very abrupt, and in fact, I've only just made the decision.
It's all right.
Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree, and so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. But thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your—
Miss Hina? Who's that?
You.
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her. I approve your application to leave the Resistance.
General Gorou,
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just do what you want to do. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General.
What?
I'll take my leave then. Take care of yourself, General Gorou.
Take care. That was okay. Or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face. Just like this.
Aww. He looks so sad. Or stern, I should say. Like he's trying not to look sad. go here. So which one was that? Wasn't that one? That was like way down there. Two completely different paths. This is probably the Publishing House one. Alright. This one? Behind the letters? Are we supposed to answer differently, or...?
This place looks why don't we write the replies here? I just hope I don't have another run at... Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so...
I go keep watching Publishing House?
You want to scout ahead? Yeah, that works. This way, if Yae Miko's lying in wait for me there, I can avoid her. But stay sharp, okay? She's a force to be reckoned with.
She really is. The funny thing is, like, he's so scared of her, and he really should be.
Spotter, get yourselves back here right away. We'll run for our lives. I mean, we'll make a strategic retreat. Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Oh, Gorou. I love this quest already.
All right, everyone, settle down. We are
ears
gathered
popping.
here today, united by a common purpose. Now, who can tell me what they think that might be? Well, of course it's to tell the whole world about how wonderful Miss Hina is! An excellent answer! How gentle she is, how
Miss Hina's fan
understanding
club
she is,
members.
how delightfully mischievous she can be, on occasion.
On occasion.
We can all testify to the great joy that Miss Hina has
Ow.
brought to our
Ow.
lives. But my friends, there are
The
so
ear's
many people
popping.
out there
Oh,
in
it
this world
hurts.
who still need Miss Hina's salvation. We can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every soul in the world.
Oh my god.
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina?
Never heard of her.
Friends, I found one! Someone needs our help!
Shh, calm your voice down. We don't want to scare him off. Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about the existence of a perfect being. She is gentle, kind, understanding. She is the brightest star in our sky. Here, have this pamphlet. So, what do you think?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna... da-da. Big sister. Gentle and kind. She's also your question. She'll help you ride your... Oh my god. I can't believe they are advertising it as, like, him as a girl. And they even have, like, the drawing of her. Him. Oh my gosh. Yae is so evil sometimes. Like, she is such an asshole and I love her. It's kind of
my
familiar.
apologies. In my excitement, I forgot to give you all the details. Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life, published by the Yae Publishing House? It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column, We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received kind and gentle replies to each one. Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister figure and feel convinced that she must be the same sort of person in real life.
Oh, there's no mistaking it.
Kind
Just from
of.
her letters, I can
But a
feel
boy.
that she respects me, trusts me. She has a natural ability to connect with people. She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from our letters and never fails to deliver the advice and the encouragement we need. Except when it comes to the topic of romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there. But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
Recently, the column went through a low period where it just wasn't popular at all. In fact, they almost axed it. Fortunately, Yae Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started to grow in popularity.
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She is the one we all admire and adore so greatly. And so, when we heard that Yae Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together and to witness this grand moment in history. Please,
How Gorou
gaze
react
upon
to
the
this?
radiant beauty of Miss Hina. See how truly lovely she is.
Gorou! Run!
Oh, hey, there you are. Is, you know who at Yae Publishing House?
No, she isn't.
That's good.
What's up,
I
Gorou?
just finished writing my replies, so I was about to head to Yae Publishing House and hand them in.
Why are you helping to write for them?
Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is something that only you are capable of. They made quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so I felt like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so many people, I feel a sense of responsibility. By this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up.
I can't let Gorou know the full story. I'll just have to hide it for him for now.
Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these letters delivered quickly while you-know-who isn't around. I'm really looking forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always a little reserved when talking to me, because I'm a general.
Yeah,
Those
I get that.
obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems to treat me like that one friend who they can share anything and everything with. So I'm not about to let them down. Let's head over.
Why don't I deliver them for you?
But Yae Publishing House isn't far from here, if I remember correctly. Let's just head there together. Besides, this way, if you-know-who does show up, we can look out for each other.
He's so scared of her. Oh, Gorou. Poor sweet child. She is scheming against you, like always.
Strange. It seems unusually lively here today. I don't come here often. Is it like this most of the time?
It's a special
Hey,
case today.
there seems to be some commotion over there. Let's check it out.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina fan club must abide by the club rules. Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. We of all people cannot cause her any trouble. Secondly, Fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must exercise self-discipline and present a good image in front of other people. Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're not interested, we are to respect that and not go forcing it down their throats.
Why do I feel like they're gonna like completely do a 180? Like I don't trust them. They're evil.
And finally, we are here today
They're
because
simps,
Miss Hina has
so
brought us together, but we are also here to change ourselves for the better, for her sake. Can we do that, people?
Yes, we can!
Always make her proud and never bring her down.
Oh, so this is what they call a fan club. I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go. Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used to give before going into battle. Something's up, isn't it? I can tell. You're avoiding my gaze. Did something happen? It's not... is it?
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina.
You're imagining things.
I see. Well, one way or another, fate has brought you here. Have you ever heard of Miss Hina?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, now's as good a time as any for you to find out more. Miss Hina is gentle, kind, and considerate. You can tell her anything that is bothering you, and she will patiently advise you on how to deal with it.
Oh, well, she sounds like a very pleasant person to be around. She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
He's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
Shh! Have you forgotten? We may not pry into Miss Hina's identity.
At least let's take a photo with them.
Friend, may we take a photo with you? We borrowed a camera specifically to witness the official unveiling of Miss Hina's image today.
Sure, that's fine. Why do they want to take a picture with me? All right, sure.
Poor Gorou.
That should do it. Right, I should really be...
Make way, everyone. Make way. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space. Coming through.
Oh no.
Hey, everybody! It's the real Miss Hina!
Miss Hina! Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious too. Let's go over and take a look.
You can't.
Why?
I
What's the
heard
problem?
Yae Miko is about to arrive.
Really? Then we can't stay. As curious as I am to see what all the fuss is about, it'll have to wait until next time. So please join me again the next time I'm delivering letters.
That billboard. That billboard. Oh my god.
The new book from Yae Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
To the characters.
Ah. Sorry guys, I keep saving screenshots and that's why the stream might go dark for a second. That's hilarious. Whew. Getting tired. I don't know why, I usually stay up till a little bit later. Two more. Haven't done that one. I wonder what we're supposed to do on... Like, I'm really confused about that.
There was definitely something strange. Sorry that you had to see that. Since Watatsumi Islands, I also wanted to come and see what things are like. I've never been... I could probably deal...
Just ignore.
You're right.
Let's stay clear of the
Okay,
publishing house.
whatever you think's best. let's avoid Yae Publishing House for now. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out while I'm on Narukami Island. It's a personal matter. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that contained some very important items. The odds were stacked against us that day, and the resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I managed to quickly bury it first. I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that apparently the Adventurers Guild had beaten me to it. That box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Would you mind?
No problem.
Thank you so much. Let's head right over. Time is of the essence.
Hanging out with Gorou. Hanging out with Gorou.
I'm afraid that will be a little difficult.
Is the box gone?
Don't
What
worry.
happened?
The item you were looking for is safe and sound. However, I'm unable to return it to you at present. The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoarders, which is still under investigation.
That's strange. I buried that box there. What does it have to do with the treasure hoarders?
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning a theft by treasure hoarders at Komore Tea House. The adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail and heard that they had buried the treasure at Nazuchi Beach. Items. We found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain which of the items have to do with the treasure hoarders at this stage. For now, all we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of treasure hoarders in question.
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying things in the same place. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask how the investigation is coming along?
This is where the difficulty arises. To date, we have still not been able to locate the hiding place of the treasure hoarders, so I'm afraid it still could take some time.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved.
Sorry I'm not talking much. The characters are talking. I don't want to talk over them. I giggle and I laugh and, I make comments and stuff, and that's kind of what the whole, I guess, streaming this is. We'll talk about the quests more after it. So,
Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, you'll be able to return my box to me. It's very important to me, so the sooner I get it back, the better.
That is perfectly acceptable. However, many adventurers have investigated this case recently. They have searched far and wide, but their efforts have been fruitless. If the two of you are still interested in taking the case, you may have to...
Yes, it seems like the only sensible place to start. With any luck, we might be able to find some clues there. Actually, since it's come up, what's the Komore Tea House like?
what do I say? It's a place to have tea.
Well, obviously. Let's just go take a look.
I should have said the hot pot. Oh, I cleared the granny.
Are you here to investigate the recent theft as well? We're grateful for the assistance. However, I'm afraid I don't have any more clues. It was Taromaru's number 2 reserve fund that they stole. By the time we realized, it was too late. They left enough clues for us to retrieve the box, but we found no trace of the group of treasure hoarders who dared to target our tea house. I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all. Oh, Taramaru, what are you doing out here?
Is Gorou gonna be able to talk to the fucking dog?
How strange. I don't know what's gotten into Taramaru.
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders are hiding.
You understand, Tor? I do it.
How can I describe it? It's like listening to a regional dialect. A lot of it goes over my head, but I can still get the general gist. Anyway, he says he was there at the scene of the crime. The treasure hoarders didn't see Taramaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole conversation. Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Taramaru didn't dare to bark loudly, so we just had to let them go.
Oh, no wonder. Poor boy. He's been acting more anxious than usual lately, and is...
Yes, that does sound like quite a predicament. Okay, I think I understand now. Taramaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below Tenchikaku. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a safe haven for treasure hoarders. He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The leader's name is Kosuke, and the second in command is called Yasuhisa. The leader's scent indicated he was probably from the Narukami Island area, while the 2 newcomers in the team were more likely from somewhere else.
I know you can't see my face, but I'm like, what the fuck?
Thank you, Taramaru.
You got all that from a wolf?
Knowing the details of the crime but not being able to communicate them? Don't you worry. We'll take care of everything from here. Let's go there in person. We might not have any troops with us, but between the 2 of us, we should be able to deal with a handful of petty thieves.
Can we play as Gorou again? If we're gonna be able to play as Gorou again, I kinda wanna... Let's do this. Put Xiaoli.
Let's make haste.
Ningguang.
Stay close and you will live.
I can go... I don't know how... I haven't played as Ningguang in like forever. She does have the level 85 weapon. Her artifacts aren't really leveled. And I did put her on 2-piece Noblest just because I didn't have a 4-piece Archaic Spectra. But she needs... whatever, she's really just there so Gorou gets a boost. Ryan Shogun's gonna DPS it. These wings really match like the fading gradient of Ningguang's dress really well. I still think I like the orange ones for... oh, maybe not. I don't know.
I think we're getting close. There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
I guess we're not going to be able to play as Gorou. That sucks.
Your life is mine.
You're open. Order guide you.
Shine down. Don't waste my time. Submit. Everybody stand back.
I will have order. Gather.
There is no escape.
This is
that sucked.
bizarre. How would anyone think to look here?
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah, and I still maintain that I'm right in principle. Think how many days we've been here. No one else has come looking for us, have they? Can't believe we got caught. Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey kid, who the heck are you guys anyway?
Taragame's best buddy.
Shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the Resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have thinks we should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this, anything's up for negotiation.
That's enough. Tie them up and take them away.
Yes, sir.
Come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be so heavy-handed. But thieves still have to be punished. Let's escort them back.
Yes, sir. It's been so long since I played Ningguang. I really love Ningguang's playstyle. Her and Yanfei's. I think I enjoy Yanfei's a little more just because it's faster, but Ningguang's so pretty. And the screen. I definitely prefer Ningguang.
I am pleased to confirm that these are indeed the individuals who stole from Komori Tea House. I didn't expect you to catch them so quickly, especially with no new leads to explore. In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list of stolen items, we can now return the box to you. Here, please take it.
Thank goodness. Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here. They belong on Watatsumi Island. So, let's head there now and open it.
But like, check and see if the stuff you have is... No? Like, that's what I thought the character meant. Make sure you still have whatever was in it is still in it. Whatever. I'm probably about done with the stream anyway. I know I still have one more ending, but we can just do that on Sunday with the Beto's quest. I'm getting tired. Plus, I think I have an ear infection or something. It keeps popping and it really hurts. So, after we get this last picture, I think I'm just gonna jump off. Thank you guys so much for coming and hang out with us. Let's just do this last ending.
1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like they're all here.
What are these?
Some personal items that once belonged to the troops under my command.
Oh my gosh, these are badges of the ones who died?
Water bottles, towels, knee guards. Just everyday items, but each one bears the handwritten name of its former owner. These were the only things those soldiers had for their families to remember them by.
Oh my
We
god.
all knew going into that battle that the odds of survival were slim. Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind as a keepsake for their loved ones. You see, their swords and polearms broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry. And many of them couldn't write very well, so they couldn't even leave a letter. In the end, all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items. Artifacts of their daily lives. My soldiers trusted me, but I failed to lead them to victory that day. Then they trusted me with these, and instead of honoring their last wishes right away, I had to hastily bury them in the sand. Every time something like this happens, I tell myself that by the next time I'm faced with the same situation, I have to be stronger. Yeah. But
That was a really good voice line. Did you hear it?
Let me just
You heard it in the
warn them
voice,
for a
the
little while longer.
breaking. Alright, that's about it for tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really tired. If you want to come hang out with us on Sunday, we'll be doing Beto's, and we'll do the last one of Gorou's. I would like to point out that there was a mission, or there was a quest or question in that special event that I got wrong, and I shouldn't have. That special event, and asked me if all geoconstructs are climbable, and I said no because Ningguang's isn't. And look, it isn't. You can't climb it. So I was right. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in the stream. I'll condense my resin before I jump off, and we'll do some artifact grinding ones tomorrow or something, just because I feel like it'd be a waste to waste the resin I have. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.